So in combustion, when Mercury become combust, so I am saying this same Mercury can give good and bad result. It all depends upon whether Mercury is afflicted or not. So now can anybody tell me like what are good and bad result of afflicted or not the combust Mercury? So you have to think like this. Okay, so every combust planet have two properties in it. So let me give you an idea. Like for example, Mercury. If Mercury is only combust, okay, but not afflicted, okay, it can give you the intense analytical skills, okay, strong in intellect and deep thinking. This is possible for the combust Mercury also. But in case of it is afflicted, okay, the same Mercury combust can give speech problems, okay, nervousness and indecisiveness and lack of clarity. Venus combust, it means Venus is weak. So whatever Venus shows, the core Karak Tattva, you can see the intensity is reduced now. Like Venus can give artistic refinement or the luxuries and all. So you can see the intensity is reduced now. That person can maybe not having that kind of luxury or beauty and all. But if the same Venus is also afflicted in the chart, then it will turn into struggles in the relationship, weak charm, okay, financial instability. Clear? Mars is combust. If Mars is combust, then the core significations of Mars, whatever Mars is showing in their chart, is now reduced. Okay. Like good Mars have the controlled aggression. Mars is not only about the aggression, it is a controlled aggression. Okay, but that is combust. It means now that control is missing. Okay, inner courage, less inner courage due to combust. Okay, now same Mars is also afflicted. Now what happens? Short tempered. Okay, frustration. Okay, energy loss, accidents, all these things can be possible. Jupiter combust, whatever Jupiter shows, you will experience those results in less degree. Okay, but if that combust Jupiter is also afflicted, then what happens? You will struggle in the finance. Okay, weak guidance. Okay, or maybe wrong guidance also you will receive. Okay, optimism will be reduced. Saturn combust, then what happens? Whatever Saturn is showing in the chart, you will experience in the lesser degree due to combustion because of the weak. But the same Saturn is also combust plus afflicted. Then what happens? Delay in the success. Okay, fear, depression, struggle in the profession. Are you understanding it? The combust means you will experience the result, but in lesser degree. That's it. Simple definition. But if it is afflicted, then the story will change. Always remember it. So no concept is giving you any clear-cut indication of negative result. Only thing is there are always two kinds of predictions for every concept in Jyotish. But whenever there is affliction, so all negative predictions go towards the affliction part. Other than affliction, it will reduce the result. That's it. Yes, Sankeshi.
Sir, as far as in the BNN, we say that sun is the karka of the sun, of the
Super.
native sun. We see the position of the sun, and for daughter, we see as regards to progeny the Venus. Now, sir, they represent the first child, first male child, and the first female child. What are the karkas for any native for his second male child or third male child or daughters?
See, second, third, I'm not very sure. Okay, but for other children, all these things, you can consider Jupiter. Jupiter.
Jupiter in what sense, sir?
For Santan Karaka, for the Karakas for children. That Sun and Venus are specifically for the first
J.
male and female child. Okay.
J.
Rest of things you can consider Jupiter.
And then the Jupiter at that time is having what kind of combination in the progression or in the transit?
That topic is still left. So, we will do that thing. I think.
Because sir, in all these books, they are talking about only the first child. Like for a native, if we are considering, brothers, so there is a different parameters are given, Mercury and all those things,
Yes,
Mars,
yes.
Mercury and other things are given. But for a native, for as regards the children, only first is being discussed. First issue is being discussed.
So for general thing, we use the Jupiter only as a Karak.
Thank you.
Okay. But in that case also sun is important in our text. Because see, sun is why important. It is not only about the first child, obviously it is the first child, but if you see the natural Kalpurusha Kundali, that is the fifth sign, okay, Leo, and the ruler is Surya. So whenever there is a Panchama dosha, okay, Pancham dosh we have discussed, okay, Pancham dosh, Saptam dosh, that dosh is a core dosh. Okay, if that is in the chart, that will create trouble for the progeny. Not only for the first, for every progeny. That's why sun is important every time. So for the first child, obviously you pick the Surya as a Karaka Tattva. For rest of childs, you use Jupiter plus sun both. That topic is still left, so we'll cover that. Like here, it's a children progeny part. Okay, progeny as per Nadi. So we have rules here. Okay, so I will pick this topic once we complete the progression. Because progression is most awaited topic we have left with. So first we complete that. Then we
And
see the
second thing, sir, like if we see the affliction of planets as per Nadi and as per Parashari.
Hmm.
So the afflictions will differ, sir.
See, affliction when we see from the Nadi point of view. So what we are doing, we are just checking the exaltation, debilitation, enemy sign, correct?
Yeah.
That no planet is sitting 212 to each other, only this much. Correct.
Yeah.
But when we add the what we call Parashari there, okay, we have some more parameters to check. Like there we are using divisional chart, like you are in science of remedies, you will use
Yes.
the Sparga concept.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So those things are additional.
And sir, like if let's say if any planet, if it is in the 12th house, if it is in the 12th house, there is that is causing affliction. So and
No, the 12th house is not causing affliction. That is a wrong, completely wrong statement that we are using.
no, I mean it has got the negative. I mean it has got the negative planets to the Karka planets. They are not the friendly planets to the Karka planet which we are talking. Right, sir. Now it will have effect of the past. Because sir, we are taking 12 as the past. Now that has got a effect in the prediction part of it. Whereas in the 311 or 212 combination, if we see, there are positive planets. So still that the negative part which is considered to be the past, will have its influence over the future results. So still it will have the implication on the future results.
No, it's not like this. See, when we things are very clear here. So we consider 12th house as past, second house as a future. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Whichever planet is present at the 12th house from Jupiter. Okay. Or let's say not 12th house, let's Surya. Let's consider Surya. Surya, we know father. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, Surya is at Scorpio Rashi at present. Okay. When you take birth, your sun is in Scorpio. Imagine.
Yes.
Okay. Now, what is the past of the Surya? That is previous sign.
Yes, sir.
That is Libra, 12th house. Correct.
Yes, sir.
So we can predict the past of the father by this position.
Okay.
Okay, why? Because sun is the father character. Okay, I'm picking only one character for Surya.
Yes, sir.
So if anybody Surya is present in Scorpio sign, it simply means that the sun is traveling from the Libra. Correct. And what is Libra? Libra is a debilitation sign. So obviously sun is suffering there. So the past of father is suffering. Now what suffering? What kind of suffering? Obviously we need to check the chart, because from that Libra you can make combinations again. Okay, so that combination will give you more eye picture. That will give you just rough idea. Okay, father life was very struggling and all. Let's say if Saturn is sitting in the Libra, the more struggle. So the father was struggled in the professional life in future. Okay, right now it's still better. Now the next position, like after Scorpio, it is moving to Sagittarius sign. Imagine in Sagittarius if some more negative planets are sitting, then what will you predict? Okay, in past also his life was troubling, and in future also no improvement. are looking. Simple like this. So you are not going to use those past predictions to influence the future. No. Future is completely different. The future we decide on the basis of second houses and the combinations that we create from this. Okay, so you can make two separate predictions: past, present, current situation, and future from the second house. Okay, like this.
Thank you very much, sir.
Sir, in continuation to what Mr. Alkesh is saying, that Parashari and BNN, that affliction to find out the affliction. For example, say Saturn is in Aquarius and Mars is in Scorpio. If you see BNN concept, they are not afflicted. Saturn is not afflicting Mars. But if you consider the Parashari, Saturn 10th aspect causing affliction to Mars. So this type of confusions are there.
Yeah, there's a difference here because we are using here the special aspects for the Saturn. In Bhrigu Nandi Nadi, we are not using it. Fine. Ultimately, results are same. Because you know what happens when you say Saturn is aspecting Mars, so it is creating affliction. Fine. But only by this one affliction, we can't say Mars is afflicted in the chart. No. Okay, because when you do the complete analysis of charts to say this particular planet is giving bad result, okay, you need at least two or more than two afflictions. By only one aspect, we can't say it. So, okay, let's say if two or three planets are aspecting in making Mars as an afflicted planet in the chart. Okay, so if that situation is happening, so in Bhrigu Nandi Nadi also you will see Mars is getting affliction by any manner. That is bound to happen. Are you understanding it?
Okay.
So that aspect may be different in the Parashari system, okay, but the end conclusion of saying Mars is afflicted, that depends upon many other factors. Okay, so like this we need to understand it. But in Bhrigu Nandi Nadi, there are not many parameters for the affliction. The planet is afflicted in one condition, two conditions, that is enough. We say Bhrigu Nandi Nadi, that is afflicted. But in Parashari, at least we need two or more than two afflictions. That is the requirement. But the problem is, we just say planet is afflicted by taking one negative on the planet.
So, but
That is
even in case of aspects like Saturn's aspect, third aspect, and aspect, they say, but they're not forever producing the same results. They are upachaya aspects. So over a period of time, they do produce some positive results as well after certain ages and certain time periods. So all these aspects are all afflictions, sometimes, as we say, are not, some are permanent, of course, but they over a period of time get reduced, or they produce some little positive, or let's say beneficial results also, because you need Saturn. Like for example, in case of marriage, you need Saturn for commitment. You need certain planetary elements. So in that case, somehow
now that is something which is we generally don't use in live predictions. Okay, so we will not think in terms of the positive and negative both aspects. No, that's why in combustion I shown you that both can be possible. It all depends upon the other factors also. Similarly, if Saturn is aspecting Mars, that's why I'm saying only by this rule we can't say Mars is afflicted. Okay, we need to verify it with two or three more rules. What are three more rules? Maybe some other separative planets are influencing it. If that is the condition, yes, then Mars is afflicted. Otherwise, you will consider Mars is putting some other influence on the Saturn is putting some maybe positive influence on the Mars that we feel as a negative, maybe. Okay, but that is required for that Karakas. Correct? Like Mars is there, Saturn aspect on the Mars, it can also say you need to put discipline in maintaining your physical body. Go and join gym. So that person is paying money for the gym subscription for the whole year, and he goes only 15 days. So that Saturn aspecting Mars is telling you, don't do it. Be in discipline. Correct? So it's not a harm. But let's say, other than this Saturn, Rahu is also aspecting Mars. Now then that is a worse condition. Now Mars is afflicted clearly. Okay, Venkat Krishna ji, same thing. Same thing like Combust, we are saying, na? Combust is lesser degree. Correct. Okay. But if the same Combust is afflicted, then that is negative. Similarly, we have to apply the same concept to aspects also. Only one affliction is not enough. We need at least 2 or more than 2 to predict the negative event. That's why whenever we do consultations, we need to do our homework first. Okay, we need to see the complete chart, and for every planet, you need to write down like how many afflictions are there. Okay, how many benefic affliction, how many malefic afflictions, and what are the condition of planet, whether it's sitting in exalted debilitation, then you will have a clear picture like what to say, like this.